Hey, good afternoon. It's Saturday in North Carolina. Valerie Verhoeven Hefty here, and I'm just stopping by to check in and chat a little bit about some of my not resolutions but goals for the year 2025. If you are watching with me or you're bounce in and bounce out, please drop a comment in the chat. What are you doing to improve your 2025? As you know, I have had many health struggles over the last couple of decades, and I'm always researching not just prognosis and diagnoses, but I'm always researching a homeopathic or natural path to regaining my health. I've tried different products, different companies, but when it comes right down to it, it's up to me. If I'm going to live beyond today, a fruitful, productive 2025, and thrive, I must continue to take care of my health. I have overcome high blood pressure. I have overcome chronic stage 3A kidney disease. Yes, I'm living with it, but with a modified diet and paying closer attention to what I put into my body and on my body, I have discovered that life is so much easier. I ask you to please set yourself a self-care routine for every day. You need to take care of you first before you can take care of anyone else. Just like when you're on an airplane, you're supposed to give yourself the oxygen mask first before you help any of those around you. If you're a mom, whether you're married or single, you live a hectic life, especially if you work outside the home. It's so important to give yourself time to decompress, to have some special quiet time, pampering yourself, in addition to living a healthy, wealthy lifestyle. Healthy wealth to me is not money. It's the presence of good health and the routines I go through every day to make myself able to move, have the mobility I want, enjoy my hobbies, travel, dance, so much more, strengthening the mind, strengthening my body's core. And I would not be here today if I didn't have a huge wake-up call a couple years ago. Many of you who know me know that I was clinically pronounced dead for the 6th time. I had fallen down steps, received a brain injury, broke my back, and in 24 hours I fell again, this time a traumatic brain injury, and I had several wounds on the back of my head, my shoulders, and my neck. And it took me almost 3 years to recover from what's called pressure wound burns. They're actually open burns that your body gets from the pressure of laying unconsciously of your own body weight on something until you were rescued. I was rescued by a dear family member, not mentioning names. That person knows who that person is. But without a support system, what do you have in place? Just like a fire drill in your house, if a fire came, you should have an evacuation plan. You need to have a health plan. Do some research like I did. Simple things like when you're driving in a car or you're sitting and you feel yourself going like pasty, quivering, a weakness, or like a wet sweat, tingling. That might be the onset of a stroke or TIA. Breathe hard and get to an emergency facility quickly. So many of us are too proud to admit that our bodies are failing. When you get to be 69 like me, you expect it. but you do not expect it when you're early youth, mid-50s. Everybody thinks life is going fine, and then all of a sudden, wham, you're on the ground. And you're like, where am I? What's wrong with me? When you lose the ability to function, and let me tell you, that is very, very scary. I couldn't talk, I couldn't eat, I could not swallow. I was having irregular heartbeats. I had septic shock. I had viral pneumonia, and I had a broken back and a traumatic brain injury. And it took me the better part of a month after intensive care in a rehab center to even be able to go home to my own home and receive in-home medical care. I'm 69, and long-term care is very important. You don't want to be a burden to your family. You need to have your medical proxy. You need to have your plan known. If you do not want to be revived, you need to have that in writing. However, if you're at risk of dying, did you know that they can usurp what you've already put down in your words that you want? So that's to do with morbidity in a hospital, so that their death rates stay lower. You need someone as an advocate for you. I was fortunate enough to have a close family member be my advocate. Your people need to know what you want in the event of a life-threatening situation. Your finances need to be in order. You need to have a living will or a living trust. You need to delineate exactly what you want to occur when you transition to the Lord. And let me tell you, sometimes that day is way sooner than we think. So I'm asking you this year, the 2025, to join me in the Thrive Alive in 25 challenge. I challenge you to get yourself checked out. Make sure your heart is in working order. Do body scans. Do your regular checkups. If you're on Medicare or assisted health care, be your own advocate or designate someone you trust to advocate for you in the event that you are incoherent and unable to. The world is a big place and it's scary, but it doesn't have to be. Your support group should include your own family, your children, your siblings, your aunts and your uncles, your cousins, but also step outside the nuclear family and get friends in your own age group. Make sure they know you. They know your wishes and your wants. You never know when you're going to have to hit 911. And hey, let me tell you, do not be too proud to get Go Lively. I'm prone to falls, and that's what caused the severe traumatic brain injury a few years ago. I fell going down the stairs, hit my head, and broke my back. And I was unconscious there for the better part of 12 hours. I'm lucky to be alive. After that, my children begged me to get the Go Lively. Yeah, it's a pain. You can wear it on your wrist, you can wear it around your neck, but it's way better than not having any assisted device to get you the help and health care that you need. I'm speaking from my heart. I've lost so many people in my life due to heart attacks, heart health, cancer, kidney problems, and it's just so heartbreaking to know that they didn't have someone to reach out to. I have sisters who are my lifeline. They would do anything for me. They have done everything for me. I lived with one of my sisters for a better part of a year after a traumatic collapse when I lived in Florida. You do not know how important people are to have care about you. Make sure people check in on you. If you're a child watching this and you have a senior parent, even if you have a parent, do you know how big a thing it is for us to receive a call at least once a week? Hey mom, how you doing? I love you. How you feeling? Checking in. It takes just a few minutes out of your day, but it's the world to us who live alone. Check in on us. Do you have neighbors or family of your own that you know are, in declining health or getting older? Well, do something. Check in on them. Stop by with a meal, or like my mom used to do, a tray of cookies, a loaf cake, or something, just to be there and subtly check in on them with them not actually realizing that that's what you're doing. In 2025, look at your diet, look at your activity and your mobility, okay? I've gone up and down on the scale most of my life. I'm probably the tiniest now than I've ever been, and that's partly due to health conditions, but it's also due to awareness of a healthy wealth style. I take my products seriously. Garbage in, garbage out. What you put on your skin is also as important as what you put in your body. Take a thorough look. If you haven't had a checkup in years, if you haven't had a dental checkup in years, you owe God, because your body is God's temple. Take care of it. I hope today, with me just sharing a little bit here in this live, that I can motivate someone. If you need help, if you need encouragement, if you need a lifestyle coach, reach out, text me, message me, call me if you have my number. There's no need to be going through anything alone. We are here. There are people who care about others, and I am one of them. Whatever I can do, whatever road I take, whatever roads I have traveled, I'm willing to share what has helped me both mentally, physically, and emotionally become the person I am today. It's hard being single, a widow. It's hard being disabled. It's hard being a believer. But you know what? No one said life should be easy. We are who we are. We are a sum total of our parts. Let's learn from our past. Leave it there. It's not a death sentence. It's a lesson. So listen to some of the things I've said. Hit the replay. If anything resonates with you and you just want to chat with someone real, someone that's right here in front of you, I'm here. Valerie Verhoeven Hefty from the greater Oakboro, Charlotte, North Carolina area, signing off. And remember, in 2025, we will thrive and be alive. God bless.